Most project managers skip the one step that prevents 70% of project failures. It happens on day one. Watch until the end to find out what it is. Marcus had 12 years of project management experience. He delivered dozens of projects on time. But 3 initiatives in a row collapsed during execution. His CEO was losing public faith in him. His team was completely demoralized. Then Marcus changed how he started every project. His next project became the company's biggest success story. Here are the 9 steps he used. Point 1. Define the why before the what. Most PMs jump straight to timelines and deliverables. That is exactly the wrong starting point. Ask yourself, what business problem does this project solve? At Amazon, every initiative begins with a customer press release. They define the outcome before writing a single line of code. Clear business goals make projects 2.5 times more likely to succeed. Write one sentence first. This project exists to solve this problem. Here is a truth most project managers ignore. 40% of projects fail due to poor stakeholder engagement. Not bad planning. Not weak teams. Poor stakeholder engagement. Map every person with influence or interest in your project. Sarah, a PM at a mid-sized bank, skipped this step. She was running a core banking upgrade. 3 months in, the compliance team blocked her entirely. Spend 30 minutes on a stakeholder map. It saves months of costly rework. Scope creep kills more projects than any other factor. The PMI reports 52% of projects experience scope creep. Before kickoff, write a crystal clear scope statement. List what is in. List what is explicitly out. Make every key stakeholder sign it. Marcus learned this painfully on his second failed project. The client kept requesting new features. The team burned out completely. A locked, signed scope is your project's constitution. Protect it fiercely. Point 4. Build a risk register on day 1. Most teams build risk registers after problems appear. That is always too late. On day 1, list your top 5 project risks. Assign each risk a probability score and an impact score. At Google, SRE teams run failure mode analysis before any launch. This mindset saves millions in recovery costs yearly. I know this feels like extra work, but catching risks early gives you power to prevent them. Prevention always beats recovery. Point 5. Establish communication rhythms early. Poor communication is the top reason projects fail globally. Not budget overruns. Not scope changes. Communication breakdowns destroy projects. Decide on day 1 how often you will meet. Decide where updates will be documented. Decide who makes final calls when priorities conflict. Set up your channels, stand-ups, and escalation paths explicitly. One startup I studied ran 14 projects at once. Teams with clear communication rituals finished on time. The others ran 40% over schedule. Structure creates speed. Point 6. Create a living project charter. A project charter is your single source of truth. It captures goal, scope, team, timeline, and success metrics. But here is the word that changes everything: living. Update the charter as circumstances change. Never let it become a document nobody reads. Review it at every status meeting without fail. Marcus used a living charter on his comeback project. His team had 60% fewer misalignment conflicts. One document, shared ownership, massive impact. Here is a technique used by NASA, Google, and the US Army. It is called the Pre-Mortem. Gather your team and say, imagine this project already failed. What went wrong? This flips thinking from optimistic to critically honest. Your team surfaces assumptions nobody was voicing out loud. Psychologist Gary Klein found pre-mortems boost problem identification by 30%. 1 hour of pre-mortem prevents months of crisis management. Run it before every major project launch. Your kickoff meeting sets the tone for everything that follows. A flat kickoff produces a flat, disengaged team. Begin with the business impact of this work. Show why it matters to real customers. Introduce each team member and celebrate the start. Set the first milestone within 2 weeks. Jeff Bezos once said, "How you start is how you finish." Your team takes their cues from your energy. Make that first hour unforgettable. Point 9. Your action for the next 10 minutes. Here is what you do right now. Open a blank document on your screen. Write the name of your next project at the top. Answer 3 questions. What problem does this solve? Who are my key stakeholders? What is explicitly out of scope? You do not need a perfect plan. You need a clear and honest start. Projects that begin with clarity finish with confidence. You have the experience. You have the skills. Now you have the framework. Start today, not tomorrow. Today. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please like it. Subscribe to get new videos every week. Drop your questions in the comments below. This is Project Manager to CEO. See you in the next one.